And welcome to the Ultimate Racing League, and this is the final round of the championship coming from Sardinia B. We've got 2.4 mile track here for you on this last round of the championship. Just to let you guys know that the new championship will be starting in 2 weeks from today, so look out for that one. The guys out on track at the moment, just putting in their qualifying laps for the first race of the evening from Sardinia B. Got 3 15-minute races for you tonight. I'm sure we're going to see some classic racing around this track. Currently at the moment, Callum has got provisional pole on the 1 minute 18. So guys, since this is the last round of the championship, I'm going to give you a rundown of the points at the moment. Callum is leading the championship on 197 points, followed by Brooksy on 191 and Paul on 191 and Rise Rodro on 187. So all very close between them top four. Unforgiven on 159. Followed by Rodas on 150, Bazinga on 120 and Chand on 97. We've got Molson on 95 points, Ginger Baxter on 92, Jerry Smiles 87 points, Lanch on 85, Vexman 58 points and 80 Watt on 21 points. So plenty of positions to play for in this final races of this championship. So guys, you know the tradition by now, pour yourselves a nice stiff one, sit back and relax and enjoy tonight's racing. Just got 4 minutes and 35 seconds remaining of this qualifying session before the start of the first race. Ginger Baxter sticking a 121 in. Vexman another 121. Nice Chandler 120 on the qualifying session. Callum at the moment, hanging on to provisional pole from Rise Rodru and Paul, Rodas, Brooksy, Unforgiven. Seen some great racing in this championship tonight, guys. I'm sure this last round won't disappoint one little bit. Larch sticking a 119, same as Brooksy a 119 in. And also Rodas a 119, Jerry Smiles a 121. All very close in this qualifying session. Taking a look at Paul at the moment and his qualifying. One of the leaders of this group. Nice, sticking around 19.856 in on his qualifying lap. 1 minute 27 seconds remaining in this qualifying session before the start of this first race. From side victory will be plenty of challenging corners on this track, 13 in total. Molson sticking a 121.888 in on his qualifying lap. And a 120 from Vexman. Callum on provisional pole, our front runner in the championship so far. So he'll be looking tonight to put a few good races in. Not long now, people, before the start of the first race. Time remaining 48 seconds of the qualifying session. So Callum takes pole position from Rodru in second place. First race coming up. Hold on to your seatbelts, guys, or whatever else you want to hang on to. I'm sure I know what Rodis is going to hang on to. On the start line, watch the lights. Green lights, here we go, and we're off. Everyone that gets a good start off the start line. Rodru taking first place, down into the first corner, can he hang on to this first right-hander? Paul takes first position from Rodru. Good pass there by Paul. Everyone battling it out for this first lap of this first race. Paul hangs on to first place, followed very closely by Rodru, Brooksy, Callum, unforgiving Rodis, Chandler and Lanch. Callum goes a bit wide there and off track. Oh, lucky there for Callum. Callum slips down a few places there, slight mistake by him. Paul hangs on to first place from Rodru in second. third is Brooksy. Right at the bumper is Unforgiven of Brooksy and Rodders also in the mix. But on the track at the moment between 4th and 5th position down the start finish straight. Unforgiven has a look on Brooksy. Has Unforgiven got the beans to take Brooksy. He's going for the wide line, not quite. Brooksy hangs on to 3rd position from Rodders. All very tight at the front here, guys. Second place is Rodrigo, keeping the pressure on Paul, who's currently in 1st place. Brooksy hanging on to 3rd. 4-car battle here between Ice Chand holding on to 4th place. Rodders putting the pressure on, having a look down the outside of Ice Chand. Has Rodders got it? No, not quite this time. Brooksy hanging on to 3rd position from Chand, from Rodders, from Unforgiven. This is where the battle is on the track at the moment. Got about 6 or 7 cars battling it out. Ice Chand looking for a move. And Brooksy not this time. Coming towards the start finish straight. Rodders in 5th position, followed very closely by Unforgiven and Launch. Brooksy has looked down on the inside of Chand, looks like he's taken him. Is he going to hold on? Oh, not quite. Oh, Dizzy is keeping that pressure on round the left-hander. Almost neck and neck between Ice Chand and Brooksy. Rodders sort of moved to that 5th position. Rodders there getting taken by Callum. Callum's coming back into the mix again. Brooksy having a look down the left-hander. Ice Chand, Brooksy, Callum, Rodders. Loads of cars battling it out here, guys. Do we know where to look? Do we have Ice Chand hanging on to 3rd position from Brooksy, from Callum, Rodders, Unforgiven and Large. Loads of cars down in the mix, down the start finish straight. Ice Chand now under pressure from Brooksy. Does Brooksy have a look down this? On the inside, and he does, and he takes him. Good pass there by Brooksy. Callum goes a little bit wide. Brooksy hangs on to 3rd position from Ice Chand and Callum. Callum has a look down the inside of Chand. There's a close sniff this time. Chand goes a little bit wide and Callum takes 4th position. Good move there by Callum. Ice Chand under pressure now. Up front we've got Rodrigo, wise Rodrigo. Paul on a little battle. Paul's up down the inside. Down this left-hand, does he take him? He does. Good pass there by Paul over Rodrigo. Bumper to bumper stuff between these two guys. On this first race, 9 minutes 45 seconds remaining in this first race, down the start finish straight. Rodrigo has a look on Paul. Almost neck and neck down the start finish straight. Anybody's for this first corner. Is Paul going to hang on to his first position? Oh, he does good. Quite good. Oh, what a battle between these two guys. Paul hangs on to first from Rodrigo in second. 3rd position, Chand. Followed very closely by Brooksy and Rodders. Rodders really putting the pressure on Brooksy now. Down the left-hander. Chand hangs on to 3rd position. Rodders really piling it on now onto Chand. followed very closely by Brooksy and Callum had a look at Unforgiven. Neck and neck down this right-hander. Does he take him? Callum takes... Yeah, Callum takes it. Callum moves up into 6th position from Unforgiven 7th and Launch 8th, Vexman in 9th. Great close racing between all these guys, battles all over the place. This is what we want to see, guys. Oh, Callum goes a bit wide there onto the green stuff, manages to hold it onto track. Oh, does he? Another little spin. Oh, and Callum hits a barrier. Lucky there for Callum. Unforgiven moves into 6th position. But Launch is making an attack on Unforgiven. Has he got him round this left-hander? Also tight. Oh, Launch has a spin. He goes out. Unlucky there for Launch. Unforgiven hangs on to 6th position from Vexman in 7th place. Quick look up front, guys, see what's happening. Ball hanging on to 1st place. From Roger into 2nd. Just half a second between them two guys up front. 7 minutes and 33 seconds remaining in this first race. Chand hanging on to 3rd. Rodas putting the pressure onto Chand, looking around the inside. Does Rodas have a look? Not quite this time, he's right at the bumper almost of Chand. Little switch there by Twans, but no big one. Rodas still having a look on Chand. I think Rodas has got the line for this next corner, and he does. Rodas takes 3rd position from Chand. Rodas goes a little bit wide but keeps it on track, keeps his 3rd position. As Chand got the line, Chand's got the line. Oh, neck and neck between Chand and Rodas, anybody's race. Rodas right at the bumper of Chand, Unforgiven, piling the pressure also onto Brooksy. This isn't a motor race, this is more like a horse race, guys. This is unbelievable. Chand into 3rd position. Chand drops down into 5th. Rodas sits still hanging on to that 3rd position from Chand. Chand drops it down the inside of Rodas. Oh, not quite this time. Hard on the brakes there by Chand. Chand's under pressure from Brooksy now. Unforgiven and Vexman also in the mix. So look further down the field, guys, see what's happening. Vexman there in 7th place, looking to chase down Unforgiven. 8th place is Large. Bazinga just managing to hold enough Molson. Callum back down to the 11th position, back up to front, guys. Paul still hanging on to 1st place. Under pressure from Rise. Rise is just under half a second behind Paul. No let up for Paul on this one. Rise having looked down the outside of Paul. Not quite this time, but it's right at the bumper, keeping the pressure on Paul. 0.152 seconds between these two guys up front, 1st and 2nd place. 3rd place is Rodas pulling a little bit of a lead out over Chand, 1.3 seconds. Chand's really under pressure now from Brooksy and Unforgiven. Chand just managing hanging on to that 4th place by Brooksy, Unforgiven. There's Launch in 7th place. Callum, Molson and Bazinga back up to 1st place. Paul struggling on to that 1st place. 4 minutes and 27 seconds remaining in this first race. Rise Roger trying to get right up the bumper of Paul, trying to get into his draft. Going to take him down the start for the straight as I look down the outside of Paul. Not quite this time. Paul hangs on to 1st place from Roger. Great pressure here from Roger over Paul. Roger's trying his level best to take that 1st position, really giving Paul some Third place is Rodders, has got a nice 3.2 second lead now over Brooksy. Brooksy under pressure from Unforgiven. Unforgiven's nearly close enough to have a look on Brooksy, not too far behind is Chand. And Larch in 7th and Callum in 8th place. Round the tight right-hander. Unforgiven having a look at all the time on Brooksy. This is where the battle on the track is at the moment, guys. 3 minutes and 17 seconds remaining in this first race. 15-minute race, feels like 5 minutes, loads of action going off all over the place. Unforgiven takes a look. Oh no, Unforgiven's not quite close enough this time to have a look on Brooksy. Unforgiven's really giving Brooksy a run for his money right up his rear end. Round the tight right-hander. Almost neck and neck between these two guys down the start to the straight. Has Unforgiven got the beans to have a look before this right-hander? Almost neck and neck between Brooksy and Unforgiven. Unforgiven goes a bit wide, looking to take him on the right-hand side, not quite this time. Doubles back and has looked down the left-hand side, almost neck and neck between Brooksy and Unforgiven. And great pass there by Unforgiven over Brooksy. Brooksy goes down to 5th, Unforgiven takes 4th position. Brooksy's not giving up the ghost just yet though. Great battle here between Unforgiven and Brooksy. Chance not too far behind in the mix. Also Larch, these two guys looking for Brooksy and Unforgiven to make a mistake. Quick look at front here, guys. Paul hanging on, still hanging to that first position from Rise Rodrill in second. Less than half a second between these two races. 1 minute 47 seconds remaining. Back into third. Rodders has got a nice third position. 3.9 seconds over 4th place is Unforgiven. Unforgiven managing hanging on to 4th place. Pulling a bit of the lead now over Brooksy. Larch goes a bit wide there on the green stuff. Chand now, and we look at Brooksy down the start finish straight. Has he got the beans to take him? Almost neck and neck between these two guys. Brooksy 5th place, Chand into 6th. Oh, does he take him? Oh, neck and neck between Brooksy and Chand. Chand just manages to hang on to 5th place. A little slip there by Brooksy, just puts them a little behind. Further down the field got Callum in 7th, one of our front runners in the championship. There's Larch, Bazinga and Molson. Molson having a look at Bazinga. Great pass there by Molson over Bazinga. Bazinga had a little twitch. Keeps it on the tarmac. Great pass there by Molson and Bazinga. Molson into 9th place over Bazinga. Good racing between these two guys. Almost bumper to bumper stuff, nothing between them. 9th and 10th place. Back to 1st place. Come nearly to the end of the first race. Paul, oh, does he manage? No, and Rise takes Paul, coming down to the left-hander. Rise, good pass there by Rise over Paul. Rise manages to hang on to 1st place. Paul into 2nd. Anybody's race, real close racing between these two guys. 1 minute 36 seconds remaining. 3rd spot, Rodders. Good racing by Rodders in this one, hanging on to 3rd place. There's Unforgiven. Unforgiven's got a nice lead over Chand. Back up front, guys. Come to the closing stages of this first race. Paul goes a little bit wide, keeps it on track. Really under pressure now is Paul from Rise. Coming down the start finish straight. Oh, and Paul just takes it from Rise in 2nd. Great racing between them two guys. Looks like Roddus is going to take third position for this first race, and he does. Roddus takes third place. Unforgiven brings it home in fourth. Fifth is Chan, Brooksy, Callum, Lance, Molson. Whew, take a breath. Great racing between these guys, and a great win for Paul in this final round of the championship. Good points for him. Ooh. Time for a slip on the old wine tonight, guys. Take a deep breath, I think. Fantastic racing for this first one. Just a couple of minutes now, guys, before the start of the second race of 3 tonight from Sardinia B. Few racers running medium tyres on this second race of the 3. Guys enjoyed that first race. Plenty of battles going off all over the place. Fantastic to see. Good entertainment from these racers. Good clean stuff as well. Fantastic stuff. Let's have a look at Ginger Baxter putting in a few practice laps before the start of the second race. So the racers just coming back out onto track now before the start of the second race, just putting 1 or 2 practice laps in before the start of the second race. And once this championship has finished, guys, we'll be putting a very short video up of final points of the season. Didn't see much of him in the first race, but hopefully in the second and third race we'll see a bit more of Ginger Baxter. good racer, number car 78. Rodas in car number 6. What a good first race. There's one racer to look out for this second race of the 3 from 5 degree B. So guys, as you can see on screen, the winner's been changed to previous results from the first race. Here we go, second race out of 3 from side Dignia B. Paul on pole position from Roger, Rodas, Unforgiven, Chan, Brooksy, Callum, Larch, Molson, Bazinga and Jerry Smiles. Waiting for the lights. Revs are up. And here we go. Everybody off the line, nice and clean. Good start at the back there by Ginger Baxter. Paul going around, looks at that pole position going into this first right-hander, and he does just from rise. Someone goes a little bit wide there, missed that one. Paul trying to take that first position. Not quite this time, rise just hangs on to that first place. Brooksy has looked down the inside of Paul. Good pass there by Brooksy over Paul. Brooksy goes into second place from Paul. Charlie Molson, Ginger back to Jerry Smiles and Callum. Up front, the battle at the moment between Rise and Brooksy. Does Rise have a look down this left-hander? Rise goes into first place from Brooksy, Paul, Chandler, Molson and Ginger Baxter. Rise goes into first place. We pass there over Brooksy into second. Paul into third. Paul's under pressure now down the start finish straight from Chan. Chan close enough to make a move. Right at the bumper is Chan, then Paul going down the start finish straight. Chan's took down the inside of Paul. Has he got him down the inside? I think he has. Chan moves into third place from Paul into fourth. Good pass there by Chan over Paul. Fifth place is Ginger Baxter. Good to see Ginger Baxter there in fifth position. He's got four cars even. Not cattle, 4 cars. Put my teeth back in. That's what I say. Have a little drink of wine. Here we go. Ginger Baxter fifth. Under pressure from Callum. Callum has looked down the outside of Ginger Baxter and Callum takes fifth position from Ginger Baxter. Good pass there by Callum. Ginger Baxter doing his level best to get one back over on Callum. I think he might just do it. Oh, not quite. Callum hangs on to fifth place from Ginger Baxter. Ginger Baxter having looked down the inside of Callum. Ginger Baxter not giving up the ghost yet onto Callum. Got the inside. Ginger Baxter got the inside line. No, not quite. Callum hangs on to fifth place. from Ginger Baxter. Molson in the mix also. Jerry Smiles. 4 or 5 cars battling it out here down the start-finish straight. Ginger Baxter going down the left-hander. Callum Rose hangs on to 5th position from Baxter. Jerry Smiles also there in the mix on Molson and Bazinga. Loads of cars battling it out here. Callum, Jerry Smiles. Thought Jerry Smiles would have down the inside there with Callum, but not this time. Also very tight, well, about 5, 6, 7 cars in, also in the battle. Quick look up front, guys. Rise Roger hanging on to 1st position from Brooksy into 2nd, just half a second between these 2 guys. 3rd place is Paul. He's got a bit of a lead now over Ice Jand. But the battle's still raging here at the moment between 5, 6, 7, 8th, 9th, 10th. All going off. Molson, 7th place, trying to level best to chase down Ginger Baxter. Good line there by Molson. Bazinga's hanging into that 8th place. Bazinga chasing down Molson. Down the start finish straight, does Molson have a look at Ginger Baxter down this right-hander? Not quite this time. Not too far off to make a move. There's Molson over Ginger Baxter. Bazinga not too far behind. Ginger Baxter just hanging into 6th place from Molson and Bazinga. Ginger Baxter's really feeling the pressure, but he's having a great race in 6th place. Molson has looked down the inside. Not quite this time. Ginger Baxter there goes a little bit wide onto the green stuff. Manages to keep it on track. Oh, Ginger Baxter there goes a bit wide. And Molson takes 6th place from Bazinga and Ginger Baxter. Good racing there by Molson. Trying his level best to hang into that 6th place from Bazinga. Ginger Baxter. 9th place is Joe Smiles. Joe Smiles on the Rodders. Joe Smiles taking 9th position from Rodders in 10th and Unforgiven in 11th. Jerry Smiles on the start finish straight. 3 cars battling it out almost. 4 cars down this left-hander. Jerry Smiles hanging on to 9th place. Rodders really piling the pressure on Jerry Smiles. Unforgiven not too far behind. Also Launch in the mix. Launch, I think, is just waiting for these guys at front to make a little mistake. And Rodders does look down the inside of Jerry Smiles. Does he pull it off? Not quite this time. Rodders has a look down the left, down the right hander. Jerry Smiles just hangs on from Rodders. There's Unforgiven in 11th place. Quick look up front, guys, see what's happening. Rice standing on to 1st place from Brooksy, who's just under a second behind Rice. Not too much between them guys. Brooksy. Paul feeling the pressure. Oh, Callum takes a little bit of a twitch there. Paul hangs on to 3rd place down the start finish straight. Callum trying to put the pressure onto Paul down the start finish straight. Can Paul hang on here down this left-hander? And he does. But Callum's right up the bumper of Paul now. On this tight left-hander. Is he going to make a move? Callum's having a look on Paul. Callum goes wide, trying to take the outside. And does he take him neck and neck between these 2 guys? And Callum takes him. Good pass there by Callum over Paul. Callum takes 3rd position from Paul. Jand in 5th. Battle at the moment with 7 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the 2nd race. From side with Neil B and Molson hanging on to 6th place. the moment between Ginger Baxter in 7th. Ginger Baxter in 8th, sorry, and Bazinga in 7th. 6 minutes 52 remaining in his second race from side big near B. And Bazinga's doing his level best to pile on the pressure onto Molson. As Bazinga got the B's to take him down the start finish straight. I don't think he's quite close enough this time, but he might take a look down the outside. Bazinga takes a look down the outside of Molson. Does he take him? Oh, good driving there, good racing between these two guys, Bazinga and Molson. Bazinga takes 6th place from Molson into 7th. Ginger Baxter 8th place. Not too far behind is Jerry Smiles, Unforgiven in 10th. Falling very, very closely by Roddus, really putting the pressure onto Unforgiven. Just watch these guys for a few moments, because Roddus is doing his level best to put his pressure on Unforgiven. Almost neck and neck between these two guys round the left-hander. Unforgiven not phased one little bit by Roddus, but Roddus trying his level best to put that pressure on Unforgiven. Back at front, Brooksy has a look on Rise. Brooksy takes 1st place from Rise into 2nd. Nothing at all, hair's breadth between these two guys round the right-hander. Brooksy had a fantastic race in the second one from side near B. Just pulling out a bit of a lead now over Rise. About half a second between them two guys. 3rd place is Callum trying to chase down Rodrigo, but there's 8.358 seconds between 3rd and 2nd place. It's Paul in 4th, Chand, Bazinga, Molson in 7th place, Jerry Smiles in 8th, Ginger Baxter doing his level best to chase down Jerry Smiles. Just under a second between these two guys. Unforgiven in 10th. Oh, and Unforgiven goes a bit wide there on the brown stuff. Unlucky there for Unforgiven. Might have been a bit of a twinge there between Unforgiven and Roddus. Roddus very sportingly lets Unforgiven go. Great sporting racing between Unforgiven there and Roddus. Unforgiven in 11th, Roddus in 12th place. 3 minutes 53 seconds remaining in the first race. Rise pulling a bit of a lead now over Brooksy. Rise, Rodrigo's got a nice 5.833 seconds lead now over Brooksy in 2nd place. Carl in 3rd. Carl's just 1.8 seconds behind Brooksy, trying to chase down that 2nd place over Brooksy. There's Chand in 5th. Bazinga 6th. Molson not too far behind. Molson chasing down Bazinga for that 6th position. 3 minutes 11 seconds remaining in the second race as Molson got the beans to catch Bazinga. Bazinga's also chasing down Nice Chand, and not too far behind is Jerry Smiles in 8th place. This is where the battle on the track is at the moment. The guys between Nice Chand, Bazinga, Molson and Jerry Smiles. Bazinga goes a little bit wide there. Not too much of it. Molson trying to get the jack of Bazinga down the start finish straight. Is he close enough to make a move? But Molson has looked down the left hand. Oh, has he got him? Neck and neck round that left hander into the right hander. Bazinga goes on the brown stuff just a little bit, and Molson there, great pass there by Molson over Bazinga. Molson takes 6th position. And Bazinga's right up, Molson's Chaffee. Also Jerry Smiles in the mix there. Jerry Smiles just waiting for that opportunity. Ginger Baxter's not too far behind in 9th place. Molson, Ginger Baxter on the battle. Molson 6. Bazinga, Jerry Smiles, all very close between these guys here. Everybody's race between 5th, 6th, 7th and 8th position. Molson on the look at Chan. Molson's right the ringer of Chan now down the start finish straight. As Molson got it in the engine to take Chan. Almost neck and neck down the start finish straight before this left-hander. Can Molson take Chan? Chan keeps it nice and tight there. Molson Chan dives on to 5th place for Molson. Bazinga, Ginger Baxter. Great for car battle going off here for 5th, 6th, 7th and 8th position. Molson. Nice and tight, good clean racing between these 4 guys. Molson, is he going to hang on? Chan having a look down the left-hander. I think Molson's going to have the line for this one. He does. Molson just keeps 5th position from Ice Chan, Bazinga and Jerry Smiles. 19 seconds of the race remaining, guys. Here goes Wise Roger, has got a nice 7.147 seconds lead over Brooksy in second. Brooksy hanging on to 2nd place. Colin in 3rd. Doing his best to chase down Brooksy. And Paul in 4th. So coming towards the end of this second race, guys, we're going to keep an eye on Rise Roger here. He's got a nice 7-second lead over Brooksy. Looks like Rise Roger is going to take the second race of the 3 from Sardinia B. Brooksy holding on to 2nd, Callum holding on to 3rd. Paul on to 4th. Keeping with Rise Roger here. Great racing by this guy. Looks like he's going to take this second race of the evening. Coming down the start finish straight. Boom, there we go. Great race there by Rise. Taking 1st position. Brooksy taking 2nd, not too far behind is Callum in 3rd. Paul into 4th, Bazinga, Molson, Chand and Jerry Smiles. Unforgiven in 9th, Rodders, Ginger Baxter. Whew, another breath, guys. Fantastic racing again for this second race from Sardinia B. Rise Roger takes a victory in this second race. Oh, time for a little tipple, guys. I think these guys are really going at it tonight for this final round of the championship from Sardinia B. Fantastic stuff to see. Hey, who needs the BBC and ITV and Channel 4 and Channel 5 etc. when you've got fantastic racing between these guys? Awesome stuff. I could watch these guys every night. Brilliant. Entertainment at its finest. I'll drink to that one, I think. So guys, one remaining race of this final round of this championship coming up very shortly. Lovely jubilee. Glass of white wine. Lovely. So again guys, just a few more minutes before the third and final race of this championship. There's Ginger Baxter and a little bit of fun before this third and final race. There's Chandler Molson going out on track to put a few go guys, third and final race of this championship. Reverse grid for this one. Launches on pole from Ginger Baxter, Rodis Unforgiven, Jerry Smile, Chandler Molson and Bazinga. Ready for the lights. There goes the red, there goes the green, and we're off. Everyone's off the start finish line, nice and clean. Ginger Baxter, first place. Coming down to this first corner, Unforgiven's piling the pressure on to Ginger Baxter. Unforgiven looking for this first race. Ginger Baxter hold it on to first place, followed very closely by Unforgiven, Rollers, Paul, Jerry Smiles, Chandler Molson and Bazinga. There's Unforgiven chasing down Ginger Baxter. Third place is Rodis. Rodis now really feeling the pressure now. It's on 3 cars behind him, which is Jerry Smiles, Chand and Paul. Runs in a tight left-hander. Rodis manages to hang on to third place. Jerry Smiles doing his level best to chase down Rodis. 5th place is Ice Chand. Paul's really giving Chandler room for his money down the start finish straight. Is Paul going to be close enough to take a look on Chand? I think he's quite close to us this time, but Molson's also there in the mix. Try and keep it nice and tight for this left-hander. Jerry Smiles in fourth. Jerry Smiles, Chan, Paul, Molson and Bazinga. Quick look up front, guys. Unforgiven in first place. Is Unforgiven as he got the balls to take this third and final race of the championship. Unforgiven followed very closely by Ginger Baxter into second and Robertson to third. Jerry Smiles now under pressure from Paul. Is he going to take him? Paul takes Jerry Smiles. Paul goes into fourth place. Good racing there by Paul. Taking Jerry Smiles not too far behind. Jerry Smiles giving it the beans on Ice Chand. Jerry Smiles trying to get up the bumper now of Chand. Is he going to be close enough down the start finish straight to launch an attack at the end of the start finish straight? Ice Chand, Paul, Jerry Smiles, all very close. Ice Chand in the middle there, keeps it nice and tight. Ginger Baxter in third. Ginger Baxter doing well in this third and final race. About 5 or 6 cars up here battling it out. Fourth place, Ice Chand, Paul, Jerry Smiles, Buxy and Bazinga all very close. Chand just hanging on in there. Chand's really under pressure now from Paul. Jerry Smiles, Chand, keeping it nice and tight. Chand hangs on to fourth place from Paul very closely, followed by Jerry Smiles. Loads of cats battling it out here, guys. Take a look at these people here. Jerry Smiles and Brooksy. And the little battle. Not too far behind is Bazinga, but Bazinga now is under pressure from Molson and Callum down the start finish straight. Brooksy is having a look. And he takes it. Brooksy goes into 6th place from Jerry Smiles. Brooksy just standing on in there, but Jerry Smiles is keeping the pressure onto Brooksy. Not too far behind is Bazinga. Molson. Brooksy hanging on to 6th place. Racing there by Buxer. Quick look up front, guys, see what's happening. Unforgiven got a 1.334 second lead over Roddus into second place. So Roddus not too far behind Unforgiven. Roddus not giving up the ghost yet on Unforgiven. Good racing there by Unforgiven, first place. Trying to put a bit of a lead onto Roddus. Ginger Baxter doing well there in third place. The bottom of the track at the moment is between Paul, Chand and Brooksy. Paul hanging on to fourth down the start finish straight. There's Brooksy having a look at Chand. He's right in the drafting Brooksy now over Chand. He's going to have a look up before this left-hander comes up. Paul has a look, great pass there by Paul over Chand. Paul takes fourth position from Chand. Great racing there from Paul. Nice clean racing, Buxy not too far behind in 6th and Jerry Smiles. There in 7th. Jerry Smiles is really feeling the pressure now from Bazinga. Molson not too far behind. Molson's also in the mix. Callum down in 10th spot at the moment. I don't think it'll be too long before Callum's catching up. Quick look into first position. Unforgiven strong onto that first position. Great racing there by Unforgiven. But 1.7 second lead over Roddus. Roddice in second place, doing his level best to chase down Unforgiven. Third spot is Ginger Baxter. Paul in fourth, Paul's doing his level to chase down Ginger Baxter for that third position. Down the start from the straight, just half a second between Paul and Ginger Baxter, third and fourth place. Ice Chan now under pressure now from Brooksy. Brooksy chasing down Chan, down the left-hander, down the right-hander, down the left-hander. Ginger Baxter now is under pressure from Paul. Paul has to look down the outside of Ginger Baxter. Does he take him? Oh, not quite this time, but Ginger Baxter just manages to hang on to that third place. Third, fourth, fifth and sixth, great battles between these four guys. Chan having a look down the inside of Brooksy. Has he got the beans to take him? I think Brooksy might have the slide for the next corner. Oh, little touch there from Chan, lucky there from Chan. Oh, there's a bit of a mess going on back here, guys. Oh, very unlucky. Bit of a mess there, guys, but nothing untoward, just a slight mistake between a few drivers. Unforgiven, 1.2 lead over Roddice. Roddice coming over the start from the straight, doing his best to chase down Unforgiven. There is Ginger Baxter. Ginger Baxter doing great stuff on that, hanging on to that third place from Brooksy. Ginger Baxter, Brooksy in fourth place. Callum's in fifth, getting chased down by Jerry Smiles. Just under half a second between Callum and Jerry Smiles. Nothing between these two guys. Jerry Smiles not too far behind to make a launch on Callum. There's Bazinga in seventh. Battle on the track at the moment is between Rise and Molson. Molson keeping 8th place from Rise. Great battle going off here towards the back end of the pack. Molson. Paul's around the inside of Rise. Paul goes up into 9th place. Around the tight left-hander. Great battle between Rise and Launch. Launch in 10th place from Rise, 11th, 5 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the third and final race. Oh, lucky there for Launch. Has a little bit of a twinge and has a little bit of a spin. Lucky there for Launch. Unforgiven managing to hold on to his first place. 1.9 second lead over Roddice in second. Battle on the track between Ginger Baxter and Brooksy. Brooksy takes Ginger Baxter. Brooksy goes to third place from Ginger Baxter. Ginger Baxter not giving up quite yet. Throwing all that pressure onto Brooksy. Brooksy in third place from Ginger Baxter. Fifth is Callum. Jerry's Smile not too far behind Callum in sixth place. There's Bazinga in 7th position, doing his best to catch Jerry Smiles and Callum. There's Paul in 8th. 9th is Molson. 10th is Rice Rodrigo. Quick look up front. Unforgiven managing to hold on to the lead. Got a nice 2.157 second lead now over Roddice in second place. But Roddice has got a nice 5.1 second lead over Brooksy who's in third. So Roddice definitely, no pressure on Roddice at the moment, but Roddice is really doing his level to chase down Unforgiven for that first place. 3 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in this first race. Brooksy, third place, getting chased down by Ginger Baxter. Battle at the moment on track, guys, is between Callum, Jerry Smiles Vizinga and Paul 4th, 5th, 6th and 7th. As Jerry Smiles going to have a look on Callum. Jerry Smiles is definitely close enough. Jerry Smiles will look down the inside. Oh, not quite this time, but good attempt there by Jerry Smiles. Callum has a little bit of a twinge there, which gives a chance to Jerry Smiles up. Jerry Smiles look down the outside. Not quite this time for Jerry Smiles, but Jerry Smiles is really keeping that pressure now. On to Callum. Almost up his bumper. Callum 5th, Jerry Smiles 6th. Paul in 7th, not too far behind. Jerry Smiles launches an attack on Callum. Jerry Smiles looks down from the outside. Has he got the line? Oh, almost left the neck in between Callum and Jerry Smiles. Good attempt there by Jerry Smiles over Callum, not quite this time, but Jerry Smiles is definitely close enough to have a look on Callum. Quick look up front. Unforgiven hangs on to the lead. 2.2 second lead over Rodders. Rodders still hanging on to that second place. My voice is going. Brooks into 3rd. Ginger Baxter, great racing by Ginger Baxter, hanging on to that 4th place. He's got a good 4.7 second lead over Callum. Callum now is really feeling it from Paul and Jerry Smiles. Little twitch there by Callum. Does Paul has a look down the inside, has a look down the outside. Oh, Paul's really up the donkey twang of Callum there down the start finish straight. I think Paul's going to be close enough to Callum to launch an attack on him, neck and neck down the start finish straight. Looks like Paul's going to grab it as Callum got the inside line. And he does. Oh, does he? No, great pass there. Fantastic racing between Paul and Callum there. Paul goes into 5th position. Callum's not giving up the ghost just yet. Has to look down the inside of Paul. Great racing between Paul and Callum for 5th and 6th place. Quick look at front, see what's happening, guys. And Unforgiven still hanging on to that 1st place. From Rodders, nearly 3 second lead between them two guys. Ginger Baxter gets in 4th place, Brooks is into 3rd. At the bottom of the track at the moment is between Paul, Callum and Jerry Smiles. Could look further back here because there's Molson in 8th place. Vizinga rides on a little battle here around the left-hander. Vizinga just hanging on to that 9th position. From Roger Chand is in 11th place. He's Unforgiven. Got a nice lead coming towards the end of the 3rd and final race from Sardinia B. Is Unforgiven, going to take victory in this 3rd and final race of the championship. There's Rodders in 2nd. Keep with these guys just for now. Unforgiven round the right-hander. Great racing here from Unforgiven to take this 3rd and final race, where it's definitely looking like it. Rodders still in there in the 2nd position, followed by Brooksy and Ginger Baxter. Down the start, finish straight. And Unforgiven takes 1st place. Great race in there by Unforgiven, taking 3rd and final race of the championship. Rodders bringing it home in 2nd, followed by Brooksy, and great racing there by Ginger Baxter bringing it home in 4th place. Paul in 5th, and then Callum, Jerry Smiles. Great racing there, guys, and great victory there for the third and final race for Unforgiven. Fantastic championship, fantastic racing by all, nice clean racing. And we'll see you all in 2 weeks' time, guys, for the start of the brand new championship. Thank you very much.